Hi guys, this is Dr. Robert Cywes, the CarbAddictionDoc, back again for another podcast. Today is probably for me one of the most fundamental discussions about the whole carbohydrate addiction theory. What we're going to talk about is vulnerability to addictive behavior. And this isn't just about obesity and diabetes. This isn't just about carbohydrates. It extends to any vulnerability toward addictive behavior. It's not uncommon for people to have sequential or multiple addictions. So why? Why are some people vulnerable to addictive behavior and some people not? And essentially what it comes down to is something very simple. It comes down to tools and mechanisms we have available to us that we've created, that have been created by our parents, that help us to deal with emotional tension. Anxiety and stress and depression and anger and fear and frustration and boredom and pleasure. Those are all the collectives, feelings that result in emotional tension. And if we don't have a robust, diverse system of relaxation, of letting go, of relaxing that emotional tension, we cannot be effective, healthy human beings. And emotion management actually requires two separate components that are linked. The first one is an endorphin activation that relaxes the emotion, that dissipates the emotion. But the second one, the second part of that, is that during that endorphin activation, during that relaxation, your brain should be able to, in that comfort, enter a meditative space. And in that meditative space, what bubbles up are all the issues that you've repressed, all those tough emotional issues, all those things that are driving your anxiety and your depression and your frustration. And if in the relaxed meditative moment of that endorphin activation, you're able to identify and then process and connect with those issues, by the time that relaxing period is over, now you've been able to let go of certain things and process certain things and come to terms with them, or at least develop a plan of action of how to deal with an issue that is driving the emotions. So if I've had a really rough, hard day and I come home and I eat a tub of ice cream, I've obliterated that emotion. But I've disconnected, I've repressed the issues that are driving them. If, on the other hand, I come home and I've had a rough day and I leash up my dog and we go for a long walk, it doesn't even have to be a long walk. It doesn't have to be fast or far or anything. It's just a walk. It's a physical activity. The physical activity activates my endorphin system and I relax. But during that time on the walk, because I'm relaxed, I can process and connect with what happened that day. And I can let things go, I can come up with a plan of action for them, or I can process them. And by the time I come back from the walk, I'm relaxed. I'm proud of the fact that I went for the walk. I've got an emotional buildup. I've built on my sense of self, my self-esteem and my self-confidence. But I've also got a plan of dealing with the issue that allows me to dissipate the emotion as well. So yeah, we all get depressed, we all get anxious, we all get stressed, we all get frustrated. It's not about the feeling. It's about how quickly we recognize it, we name it, and how quickly we can look in our toolkit down here and pluck out something that we can do to deal with the cause of that emotion. That makes us effective human beings. But if you were never ever raised, if you were raised in a way where you haven't developed or you haven't connected with those emotional management skills and tools, if you haven't built up that toolkit, now you build up all this emotional tension. And then vicariously on a given day, you're introduced to a substance or a particular behavior that just obliterates the emotion, that numbs and soothes it. And it's such an incredibly euphoric, relaxing feeling that you now bond to that substance and begin to use it in a chronic, excessive way as a substitute for all the other skills and tools you should have that require effort and time. And when you use that relationship, that substance to excess, that's when harm happens. So addiction is a consequence of a comprehensively deficient emotion management system. And then you connect with a dysfunctional way of managing those emotions. Whether it's nicotine, crystal meth, crack cocaine, heroin, or in the modern era, carbohydrates, the consequence of that substance defines what you call the problem. I'm obese, I'm diabetic, I'm a crackhead, I'm an alcoholic. That's just defined by the substance. And every substance is associated with addiction except carbohydrates. You're a crackhead, you're a meth head, you're a smoker, you're a drinker, you're an alcoholic. But they call us fat. Yeah, I may have had excess weight. That's gone. I've lost my 90 pounds. But I'm still a carboholic. And as long as I don't own that every single day, I'm liable to get a little cocky, a little complacent, and give myself permission to go back to eating them. And pretty damn quickly, I forsake all the other emotion management skills and tools that I've developed because it's so powerful. It's such a powerful muscle memory in my brain, snacking on carbohydrates, that pretty quickly I'm fat again. And I've done that 3 times in 19 years. I've gained back over 30 pounds on 3 relapses. Yeah, it's a relapse. That's what addicts do. And there is no Narcan. There is no Narcan for carbohydrate addiction. There's only hard work. I hope you enjoyed that podcast. If you did, please click the subscribe button and become a subscriber to my YouTube channel. And if that message resonated with you and made you think, and you made a decision to do more to help yourself, but you need help, please come and see us. Set up a consultation. We can do it in person in my offices in Palm Beach Gardens at 561-627-4107 or in Jacksonville, Florida at 904-410-3934. I also do some long-distance consults telephonically or on Zoom. Set that up as well by calling 561-627-4107. We help people to manage their diabetes better and also to get started in obesity management. Or if you've had bariatric or obesity surgery and are struggling, give us a shout. We can help.